Our second problem that was frequently missed was this one about Mount Rushmore. Marita's nose is 2 inches long and her head is 9 inches tall. Assume Mount Rushmore was carved using the same ratio. If Teddy Roosevelt's head is 60 feet tall, how long should his nose be, round to the nearest foot if necessary? So in this question, they didn't really give us a ratio that they said you have to use this, but they said to use the same ratio. So I'm going to look at her ratio of her nose to her head. So in this problem, I always write down my words first to keep myself organized. So we're looking at the ratio of the nose of the girl and the statue to the head of the girl and the statue. And I need a visual. So I need to draw myself a picture. It doesn't have to be beautiful. I'm just going to draw a picture to keep myself organized. So they told me that her nose is 2 inches long and that her head is 9 inches tall. So if I use my ratio, the nose number goes in the numerator and the head goes in the denominator. Now I need to go back and figure out what they told me about Teddy Roosevelt here. So in the question, they told me that his head is 60 feet tall. So they told me that that was 60, and we are looking for his nose. So since I know that the head measurements go in the denominator, and I don't know his nose number, so I'm going to go ahead and put an N in for the nose number. Now, if you know how to use the butterfly method, cross products, you can do that. But since we've been working with scale factor, I'm going to use the scale factor method. So we say 9 times what is going to get us 60. And to solve it, we need to divide by 9. So on this side, it cancels out. We'll just get whatever the scale factor is. And then on the other side, we do 60 divided by 9, which is 6.66666. And I'm going to round that to 6.7. So my scale factor is 6.7. That means that every number that I would multiply per dimensions by, I would multiply by 6.7 to get Teddy Roosevelt's. So if my scale factor is 6.7, then I will multiply 9 times 6.7, and it will be a little bit off because I rounded, and we get 60.003, but since we rounded, that's close enough. So now whatever I did to the bottom, I also do to the top. So I do 2 times 6.7, it's my scale factor, and I will get 13.4. But there's one very important thing to notice from this question. At the end of the question, they told us to round to the nearest foot if necessary. So they want us to round to the nearest whole number. So like we learned earlier this year when we reviewed rounding, we're asking ourselves 13.4, is that closer to 14 or is that closer to 13? Since the 4 is less than 5, the 4 is going to make the 3 stay the same. So our final answer there is 13 feet long.